It was the EA Masters last week, and we were down in London with the best and the brightest of the property industry. And amongst the best and the brightest is none other than the gentleman that joins me today. It's Mike from Vouch. Mike, how are you doing?
Doing really well. I don't know how you're planning to get me to live up to that introduction, but I'll give it a go.
You know what? It was now you know how I felt on stage when your name was called and you stepped up, and I had that moment where I was starstruck. But you won the best large supplier award. Fantastic category to take home. What does that award mean to you guys at Vouch?
An awful lot. I mean, so much to start. I can't let go of the thing.
Oh, there it is.
It's here. It's yeah. Honestly, it's been in my bed most of the time. But no, it means an awful lot. I mean, it's been actually attending EA Masters has been a bit of a journey. I think for certainly those who've been around with Vouch for a long time, because we've kind of moved through the medium supplier through to large. So it's kind of like symbolized the growth that we've been through over the last few years as well. But we're very aware of the fact that these awards are voted for by customers, by agents. So they're actual stakeholders that we actually want to impress, and
Yeah.
it's just a testament that we're doing just that. It means the world to us.
It's fantastic, and somehow this year it felt a little bit more special because we haven't been able to do this properly for a couple of years, and all of a sudden there you are on the day, and there's a lot of people in that room, and it's a little bit overwhelming at first, but it is nice to see people again, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. I mean, we were lucky enough to win something last year. We picked up a silver in the same category, but not to disparage that achievement, but because it was virtual, I think it lost it. A lot of it did get lost in translation and meaning from that side. But from our point of view, just being able to get out there and see people face to face, have chats with people, it makes a massive difference, not just to speak to our existing customers as well, but to get out there and grow the business. I find it in my role that it's so much easier to get a bit of a mutual understanding when you can read facial reactions and not just have to dial on the phone and try and catch someone and leave voicemails all the time.
And you got sick of seeing people in boxes on screen, so it was nice to sort of see a 3D version of famous people like myself up there giving out those awards. But it was a lovely day, and I think it was nice to see that these awards are voted for by agents. So genuinely speaking, that it makes you a very popular supplier, and it means that there's a high level of customer satisfaction out there. Obviously, you're referencing products keep the lettings industry going. You and I spoke very briefly off camera. I asked you how work was, and you just said it's always up there. It's been a very busy and torrid year for the property market. I'm presuming you're not seeing that slow down for lettings agents in the slightest.
No, I mean, not really. I mean, I suppose we're slightly lucky in a sense that that our offering itself is very digital. It doesn't rely on big call centers full of people running around, which in COVID times, of course, was for sort of suppliers in that environment, which does rely on a big call center where people can mingle together. That got taken out of the equation, whereas a lot of our solutions actually physically online, agents can log in and see it. So, it was one of those situations where Vouch was almost sort of like, well, actually, our solution's now ready for you. So we didn't really see that drop in things. If anything, we saw a little bit of a spike, and and I'd say things were a little tricky over the summer when supplier stock was running quite low. I think that was universal across agents across the UK, but things are starting to normalize again. So it's just one of those. But in the times that we've been through, Vouch has grown. I think when I started here about 2 years ago, there was perhaps 13, 14 staff. There's now over 30. So,
wow.
We're very lucky in that sense, and quite grateful as well.
A bigger Christmas party this year then, right?
As long as I don't have to organise it, I don't really mind. But yeah, I think someone mentioned axe throwing the other day, which I just thought was just a way of hurting someone, but
Wow.
apparently it's a real thing now, a
Wow.
sport that you can do.
I'm not sure anybody would trust Simon Whale with an axe. So I'm not sure that's coming to a kerfuffle Christmas party near you. But
No.
that's let me know how that goes and send me some photos. Massive congratulations to you and the team. It is a great award, and it was lovely to see you on the day. And I hope you get, you're going to promote the hell out of this, aren't you, over the next year? But it really is a testament to sort of the way that your clients feel about you. So thanks for taking the time to talk to us, Mike.
Very welcome. Anytime, anytime. And yes, we will be milking it for the next year. Don't worry.
Well, that's the point. Not all these awards are equal. And let's face it, they do mean a lot to the people that win them, both the agents and also the suppliers. It is a really sort of good endorsement of the service, but you do need to sort of use it and market it. Do you think that buys trust with clients when they sort of see that advertised?
Yeah, I think it does. It's almost sort of stamps the approval that we get. We're actually quite lucky. I think that, well, it's been a lot of hard work. It's not lucky. It's hard work that we put in here. But the the thing about it is we work a lot on referrals. We get a lot of recommendations from other agents who use this as well. But to be able to to put that on some marketing material and say, look, here's that stamp of approval is a massive thing. It verifies it in in a lot of people's eyes and makes it stand out.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Congratulations once again, and thank you.
Thank you.